Hello, namaste, and welcome to the Little Farmer's Farm with me, Guru Mafinda. Now, we're just going to get off up to the plots there and see my brother Bilo, see what he's been up to on the polytunnel. But before that, I'd just like to say a big thank you for all the support that we've had so far this year. As you know, we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by New Year's Day. And well, I'll just show you, we're not too far away. We're tantalisingly close. So thank you all very, very much for all of that support and those subscriptions, and for passing our name along and sharing the love amongst your friends and family and everybody in social media. I'll just show you where we're up to. So that is where we're at. We need another 17 subscribers and we've got 5 days to do it in. It's the 27th of the 12th, 2020. Which means, yeah, we've got 5 days to get it in. And so fingers crossed, boys and girls. Hopefully we'll get there. God bless you. Let's go up and see our Bilo. Okay, now the freezing hailstone has finally stopped. I've done a bit. I've actually created and installed the rear lifting window, and I've put a couple of fixtures and fittings onto the tunnel as well. Yeah, so I'll show you that. So that's the rear lifting window. I don't know whether it'll lift actually at the moment, because I think I've still got a little bar at the back I have there. Let me just take that off and I'll show you. Just going to take this off. Oh, I'll drill it even further in, you fool. Right, that's off. And what that window will do now is lift. Like that. Now, once we get the base timber in and put a closer on it, that will close in the same way that the other ones do. The other one at the front does. This one. Now, these are venting windows. So that one obviously lifts up, and it can be closed with these closers, little closing clasps. Like that. The back one's going to be receiving the same sort of treatment. And I've built that out of a lighter timber. Now that's only about a ½ inch, the wood on that. It'll be half the weight basically of the side one, because what I think I might well do with that is get one of those auto lifting window lifters. I think they've got like mercury or something inside them. God knows how they work, but what it is when the heat gets to a certain temperature, you can set them so that they will open at that temperature automatically. They're about 20 quid, about £20 sterling. So we'll see how we get on with that. But that's something that I may well do, because when we're away on holiday in summertime and what have you, you can't come down opening and shutting the windows. So I'd either have to leave it fully open and vented, or I'll have to invest in some auto lifters, one for the front and one for the side. Venting window there. That allows the airflow to come through the polytunnel and circulate, and then because heat rises, it will rise up out of that window and hopefully escape, so we don't get too much heat build up and condensation build up and things like that, because that can lead to plant issues, from wilting to moulds and fungi, which you don't want. But yeah, it's coming together. I keep saying it's coming together. I want it to be completed, this, but the weather's been so unpredictable. It's very cold as well at the moment, even though it looks quite sunny. It's very cold. It was -1 this morning. And with the wind and the icy rain and hail, it's becoming a bit of a struggle really to motivate your backside to get down to the plots and do a bit of work. But we're getting there. I'm going to go on and see Mick. He's messing about with his wind at the moment, his turbine. He's trying to get his electrical issues sorted out. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Now what we need to do now is fill in the gaps there. I'm just charging up my tools at the moment though. My power tools, they're all dead, so I can't do much else. I'm going to get off for some lunch in a minute. But what we need to do is then level out this ground, put the weed membranes down on top of it. I want to put about 3 layers of weed membrane pinned over that surface so that we can prevent these. What you're looking at there are perennial weeds, and the biggest pain in the gardener's arse down here, which is oh, what's it called now? Not knotweed, what's it called? There's Mear's tail in there, and there's also not tangleweed, what's it called? The stuff that wraps around your plants and strangles them. Bindweed. Bindweed and horse's tail is in this ground. So that's all going to be levelled out. As you can see at the top end there, that's the hillside, and that's about 6 or 7 inches higher or whatever than that side. That's a lot lower on that side. So I'll level all of that out, get the weed membranes on top of it. Can't speak because they're bloody cold. And then these will be fitted in, which are going to be our growing beds. So I'm going to dismantle those, get the growing beds in there, and then we'll fill it up with the compost and soil. I've also got to get the pathway, like this one, the pathway set in there, but we're going to have to drop that by about 3 inches in the middle. It'll be about 2 feet wide by 3 inches deeper than it is now, so a lot of that soil there is going to be taken out and shifted. Because it's full of the perennial weeds, it's going to be a case of I'm going to get rid of it rather than use it again and put fresh growing medium in there. It's going to be all brand new and fresh. That's going to have about 12 75 litre bags of compost put in it. Alright, maybe even more than that. But I'm a maverick. That's going to cost me 40 quid, 44 quid for all the compost that's going in there. But we're going to be using some of our homemade compost as well up at the top that we've got in those bins, just to bulk it out. And then it should be completed. Like I say, the path will be going down the centre, be 2 foot wide path all the way down the centre, and then the grow beds are going to be either side. At that back end there, we're going to have a little potting up area that's going to be about 3 feet, maybe 4 feet. It's probably going to be a table that comes out by 2 feet to about here, and then in between those two darker brown timber uprights there. But then all the rest of it down this side will be the growing areas. But yeah, she does want a potting area at the top there. 4 foot by 2 foot be enough to do that, so we can crack on with that. Yeah, that's where we're up to at the minute. Thought I'd just put that handle on, make it easier to open and shut the door. I've put a latch on that one as well, on the Tiki Tunnel 1, because it was feeling jealous because this one had a latch on. So that's that on. Yes, a couple of titivations. Left me drill out there and some screws and that little spigot level. We'll get them in. Can't leave them out in this weather, can we? Eh? Just nab that. And that. But you try and get a warm, dry day down here at the moment. I mean, I know it's winter time, but the conditions are they're just crap. You know, it's too much wet, icy coldness and dampness. I mean, last night it was a storm last night, and we got 3.5 inches of rain last night. in the space of about 6 hours, which doesn't sound a whole hell of a lot, but it's on top of probably about 20 odd inches of rain last month. Altogether, we've had a good foot of rain, and everything's sodden, everything's like pooled and puddled and what have you. So yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, enough of my mumbling and grumbling. I'll see you later on, boys and girls. Have a good time, whatever you do. It's Sunday today. Be back down tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, because Joe's down on Wednesday, and we should have a couple of hands on deck to get that sheeting done. It's down for being a warm day. No rain, low winds on Wednesday, so fingers crossed we'll get that sheeting done and it'll be completed. Okay, take care of yourselves and each other. I've been Guru Mafinda. You've been fantastic, beautiful and fragrant if you're a lady, masculine, forthright and heroic if you're a gentleman, and if you're something in between, well, you're something in between, aren't you? Alright, keep growing with your heads down, and we love you all. Bye bye. He looked very cold there, Arbilo. I felt sorry for him. Anyway, if you liked it, please comment, like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you don't miss another exciting episode from the little farm. Never mind that moaning get, he can freeze to death for me. He needs to get some work done, doesn't he? As I say, we've got 17 more subscriptions to go to hit our target of 3,000 subscribers for 2020. Anything you can do to help us with that will be much appreciated. Please share our videos on social media so more people can see them. And join the Growers Revolution with us lot. So yeah, take it easy. Have a wonderful time. And we'll see you next week. Alright, bye-bye boys and girls.